Hello world, and welcome to the Common Sense Man's News and Talk Show here on this hump day, Wednesday, May 2nd, 2018. It's a show where we discuss news from different news sources on the internet, discuss it in a common sense way, and trying to bring the left and the right a little bit together here on a lot of these subjects. You could write in, email in your questions, comments, discussion topics to commonsenseman@gmail.com. That's common with a K. Or call in 805-994-0606. Let's have a live discussion on this channel. All right, starting the news today, we're going over to Fox News. Their main headline is a setup and trap! Exclamation point. And there's a picture of Donald Trump and Mueller there with the little side picture of the White House. Again, Photoshopped. Most pictures on Fox News, as far as the main one, are Photoshopped. That's just what they do. Trump fumes over Mueller's questions as the threat of a Russian probe subpoena looms. Trump rips Mueller probe for set up a trap after subpoena warrant revealed. What does Trump have to say to that? Well, you know what he does. He tweets, and there's no collusion, in parentheses, it is a hoax, and there is no obstruction of justice, in parentheses, that is a setup and trap. What there is negotiations going on with North Korea over nuclear war, negotiations going on in China over trade deficits, negotiations on NAFTA, and much more. Witch hunt! Exclamation. So I like the way he kind of diverted away from this to, more important things, I guess. Interesting. We're going to get back to this a little bit later in our show. Another Trump. Moving over to CNN. Dr. Trump wrote his own glowing health letter. What is this? This is the doctor that did his physical in 2015. Says that Donald Trump actually dictated that to him. He dictated what to write, and he dictated the whole letter. And the admission, he's coming out with it now, and this is part of the letter that was, in there. If you remember, his physical strength and stamina are extraordinary. That's from the letter. If elected, Mr.
Alex,
Trump,
this is pretty incredible. Let's start with the breaking news that you have.
I can state unequivocally will be the healthiest individual ever elected at the presidency. Now that's funny because that does sound exactly what President Trump would say about himself. The guy has a huge ego, and it shows, in almost everything he says. Again, I'm not bashing him. I'm just saying he has a huge freaking ego, and it really affects the way people look at him. It's too bad. There's something there that, when someone has a big ego like that, they're making up for something else that they don't have, or they really lack confidence in things, or something. Moving over to CNBC, Wall Street analysts are panicking before Apple earnings and got it dead wrong. So they were wrong about that. The analysts also were wrong that the iPhone still isn't popular. It's still the most popular iPhone. I have an iPhone X, and when they do the bigger one, iPhone X Plus, I'll probably get that, because I actually missed the bigger phone. It has a bigger screen than the 8 Plus, but I don't know. I think now they're going to get that size of 8 Plus with that same big screen. That'll be a badass phone. Moving over to the USA Today, here's an interesting thing. We're going to get back. We're going to tie some things together. Trump voters think he's lying about Stormy Daniels, and they don't care. That's just a straight up fact. They don't care, and it's amazing. I brought this up in another show that most of the same people that don't care. I remember when my man Tiger Woods went through his ordeal, everybody, especially every woman, was bashing him, and that was just like unacceptable. But here it is, the President of the United States, they're saying, he's lying about it, but you know what? We don't care. So that just shows you the, I don't know what the word is for that, dedication to the president for these people, or whatever, brainwash? I don't know. But just weird how that works. I don't understand it. And now going to BBC, Mueller. This is about Mueller threatened Trump with subpoena amid Russian probe. Again, this is all going back to this, all the nuclear stuff. And I'm going to say something here. I hope, and I hope it's all not true. I hope they find that, hey, there was no collusion, and we could just move on for this. I really hope, for Trump's sake, that that's the case. Because if it isn't, it's just going to blow up like huge, just disgusting. Because, Trump is doing some good things. He is. He could do some better things to lead the country better. But it's just amazing that people think he's a liar and this and then this. Because if you're a liar, if you're a straight up liar, you're probably lying in a lot of things. That's just a fact. That's a numbers game. You talk to anybody, if the person's a liar, and you know they're a liar, they're probably lying in other things too, and it's probably because they have a big ego and they don't want to hurt their little feelings. But again, I hope this works out for Trump. I hope really we could one day soon move on from all this crap and just start being more of a nation and having someone lead us, doing things that are not only for their side, which is the right side, but do things that throw the left side a bone here. Get some people on your side. Be a little nicer, I guess is the way. Not you have to be nice, but you should. All right, enough of that. Let's go over to sports. Nothing really happened in sports. The Warriors won last night. Steph Curry came back, killed it. So we're full-fledged in the semifinals of the NBA playoffs. That's about it. And the NHL playoffs are still going on. I think they're in the same semifinal deal. On this day, May 2nd, 2016, Leicester City wins the Premier League. They were 5,000 to 1 long shot at the beginning of that season. They ended up winning. I remember that, obviously, because it was not that long ago. Move over to the T to the M to the Z, our Hollywood stuff, all that crap. Kanye West, going off meds could explain slavery comment. I guess he's been on meds. He's supposed to be taking 3 a day. He's just taking 1 or 2 a week. And he's talked about slavery as a metaphor and is unartfully expressing himself when he said slavery was a choice. In fact, Kanye tweeted, the reason why I brought up the 400 years point is because we can't be mentally imprisoned for another 400 years. We need free thought now. Even the statement was an example of free thought. It was just an idea. And I kind of agree with Kanye a little bit on that eventually we're going to have to, and again, I'm just speaking as a Caucasian here, but eventually, I think what he's saying is eventually we have to put that behind us and just move forward instead of always going backwards. And that's not just with slavery, it's with all kinds of things. We always go back, talk about the Constitution. We got to change things and make things more appropriate to today's life. But that's a tough subject. Kim Kardashian West working with Ivana Trump, and Jared Kushner to pardon Alice Marie Johnson. I don't even know who that is, Alice Marie Johnson. There's a picture of her, but I don't know. I'm not going to get into it. She's some type of money laundering thing, but anyway, she's trying to get them pardoned. We'll move on from that. Okay, going to my favorite topic, travel and leisure. A lot of airline specials lately. Flight of destinations across the U.S. starting at $49 with Alaska Airlines 3-day sale. That's starting soon, and if you're doing flights within California, it's $49. Flights as cheap as $150 going across the continent. So look for that. The travel has to be between May 22nd and June 16th. But check it out. If you're traveling somewhere, check it out. Could be getting a good deal. That's going to be ending it for today, but we are going to do a little Facebook deal. This is an interesting one. It's I don't know who sent this. If I got it from a left or a right, I have no idea. Probably a writer. And it's from a Facebook page, Power in Prayer Group. And this has to do in media, and I think this is pretty interesting for all media. It says, okay, there's a picture of Adolf Hitler here, by the way. Never forget the fact Adolf Hitler was Time Magazine's Man of the Year in 1938. Moral of the story, mainstream media is not always reliable. Interesting. I like it. And it does make sense. They're right. And anyone that's lying and all that kind of stuff and exaggerating the truth in that is really, that should be a crime in my opinion. That's going to end it for today. Please subscribe to my channel, The Common Sense Managers and Talk Show, here on YouTube. We will see you on Thirsty Thursday. Yes, that's right, Thirsty Thursday. That's when we start hitting to the bars and doing some happy hours. That's it. We will see you then.